Have you ever found yourself just, stuck doing the same thing over and over, manually moving data, updating CRM entries, sending those endless follow-up emails?
Oh, yeah, that kind of repetitive work that
Yeah,
just drains you.
exactly. It eats up your day. So today, we're taking a deep dive into Azure Logic Apps. And the promise here is pretty bold.
Hmm.
Getting rid of those manual headaches
Mm.
without writing, any code at all.
Right.
Our mission is really to unpack how this no-code platform can simplify your workflows,
Mm.
maybe radically simplify them, and connect all those different systems you might be using.
It really is about empowerment, I think.
Well,
This tool, it helps streamline things for everyone, whether you're super technical or you've never touched code.
yeah.
It turns those boring, repetitive tasks into, automated sequences that just run.
That idea of empowerment, making automation accessible, that's huge. So, okay, to really get how it works, maybe we should start at the beginning. Like, what is Azure Logic Apps, really?
Sure. So at its simplest, Azure Logic Apps is it's a cloud service. It's part of Microsoft Azure, and it's built for creating and automating workflows visually.
Visually, okay.
Yeah, integrating apps, data, services. And what's interesting is, before things like Logic Apps, doing this stuff often meant writing custom code or dealing with complex, often expensive middleware.
Right, those connectors between systems,
Yeah.
big projects.
Exactly. Logic Apps kind of cuts through that. It gives you this serverless visual interface. Serverless meaning you don't worry about the underlying servers. And you build workflows with triggers. That's the event that kicks things off, like a new file showing up or maybe an API call.
Yeah, like the starting gun.
Precisely. And then actions. Those are the tasks that happen next, maybe one after another, maybe in parallel. Things like sending a notification, updating a database, whatever you need.
Got it.
And scales automatically. And importantly, you only pay for what actually executes.
That visualization, triggers, and actions makes it much clearer. So for someone listening and thinking, okay, I get the concept, but how do I actually start? What's that like? Is it intimidating?
Not really, no. You're basically working inside the Azure portal in a visual designer. It's pretty much drag and drop.
Drag and drop, okay.
Yeah. And the real power comes from this huge library of connectors they have. Over 400 pre-built connectors.
Wow, 400.
Yeah, for all sorts of popular services. Things like Microsoft 365, Salesforce, Twitter, Dynamics 365, SQL Server, you name it.
So connecting things becomes much easier.
It makes that seamless integration actually possible and honestly surprisingly straightforward most of the time.
Okay, so if we connect this to the real world,
Mm-hmm.
it's about practical uses, right? Like automating business processes.
Exactly. Think about maybe a new email comes into an Office 365 inbox. A Logic app could trigger, grab any attachments, parse them, store them securely in Azure Blob Storage, which is their cloud storage, and then maybe post a message to a Microsoft Teams channel to let the team know.
Okay, that's pretty common workflow.
Very. Or data integration. Maybe you want to sync customer info from Salesforce into an Azure SQL database every night. You can set up a Logic app to do that on a schedule.
Right.
It's incredibly versatile. And what's cool is how fast you can change things. You can tweak a workflow or even redesign a whole process pretty quickly as business needs change.
It sounds almost, too good to be true sometimes, like a magic wand. But are there places where it trips people up? Or maybe where it's just not the right tool for the job?
That's a really important point. You have to remember Logic apps are primarily for no-code or, let's say, low-code scenarios.
Okay.
If you have really complex logic, something that needs a lot of custom code written line by line, then other tools, maybe like Azure Functions, might be a better fit. They give you more granular control.
It's not for everything.
Not for everything. Also, costs. While it's pay-as-you-go, if you have workflows running very frequently or for a long time or using lots of those premium connectors, the costs can add up. So keeping an eye on your usage with Azure Cost Management, that's definitely a best practice.
Makes sense.
And when you design them, think clear modular steps. Keep it organized. And always build in error handling. You need it to be reliable.
Okay, clear steps, error handling, watch the costs. Good advice.
Yeah.
So we've really unpacked Azure Logic Apps today. It's this tool that lets you automate, integrate, streamline things, all without needing to be a coding guru.
Yeah.
It really makes you think how much time gets wasted on those repetitive manual jobs, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And knowledge is great, but it's most valuable when you actually apply it. So maybe here's a final thought to leave with you, the listener.
Okay.
Think about one repetitive task in your own life. Could be work, could be personal, just one thing you do over and over. Could a no-code workflow, maybe built with something like Logic Apps, actually solve that for you? Could it free you up to do something more, I don't know, strategic or creative? Something to consider.